What's up, guys? What's going on, man? I'm Paul. This is Pauline Theology's Daily Devotional with Trust in Jesus Ministries. What we do here is seek to help you trust in Jesus more. If it's for the first time for salvation, man, praise God. But also praise God if it's just every day trying to live closer to the standard that He's called us to and trusting Him just a little bit more with every aspect of your life, man. So again, I'm Paul, man. We're doing a daily devotional. And by doing that, I think it helps us to understand the character of God. And when we understand the character of God, man, then we begin to trust Him, believe in Him, and have faith in Him because we recognize His faithfulness, His trustworthiness, His goodness, His reliability. So yeah, that's what we want to do here, man. If it's your first time, then thanks for coming. If you're back, welcome back. We are going through the book of Genesis and we are on Joseph's saga. This is the latter part of the book, and we are coming close to an end. If Joseph is a well-known story, a good story, man, and we're coming to the part where we're about to capture his brother. So, if you haven't read 44, 1 through 5, go ahead and check it out, see what it has to say. If you have, we're going to go ahead and answer the 4 questions, man. So, the first question of Genesis 44, 1 through 5 is what's going on? What's happening in the narrative? This is after Joseph has sat down with his brothers, ate some food with them, had like a little party the night before, and now it's the next day. And so on the next day, man, he told his servant to go ahead and fill up their packs with the food that they bought. And matter of fact, more than the food that they bought, he said, fill them up as full as they can go until they can't hold no more. And then he says, after doing that, he says, give them all the money all back that they used to buy the food, and then to each one. And then he said, but in the youngest, he says, go ahead and put my chalice in there, man, my cup, my silver cup. Put that in there along with the money. Not just the money, put the cup in there too. And then after that, they woke up and were sent on their way. And the question probably that you keep asking is, what's going on, man? Why is Joseph keep doing these things? Well, we talked earlier about testing them, seeing their motives. And I think this is what he's doing again. He's about to test the brothers. He's going to place Benjamin in a similar situation as he was. And then he's going to see how the brothers react from it. I think that is going to be a part of what Joseph is, testing the motives of their hearts. But he does so. He fills them up. He sends them on their way. And then Joseph tells his servant to say these words. He says, what are you doing, man? He's like, why are you repaying evil with good? Why are you doing evil for the good that I've done to you? He says, don't you know that I drink from that cup and divine from that cup? And so he sent him out and he told him to go after him, overtake him, because they ain't gone that far. And he wants to make sure that what is happening is able to happen without them looking in their pouches again. Because last time they looked in their pouch and found that the money had been returned. So as soon as they left, he told them what to say and then sent him out to get them, man. So what is this saying about God? Well, it's saying he tests our hearts, and he's doing it through the mechanism or mode of Joseph. We've seen throughout this saga of all of the things that the brothers have gone through that has reminded them of the deed that they did to Joseph, and has also tested their validity or truth as who they are. We've just seen all of these things happening that has been a constant reminder of that sin that they committed, and if they are truly turned from it or have learned from it. And so yet again, Joseph is doing another thing that is testing him. And these guys are going to attribute it to God, which is true. God is using the man, Joseph, to do so. And so God is testing our hearts. What does this say about man? That actions demonstrate our hearts. I mean, not all actions are going to be, who we are. We do bad things every once in a while. We fall off track. We don't live up to the thing that we say we're going to do. And it's accident sometimes, man. Sometimes it's purposeful, but it's not our character. But in the end, what we continually do, how we continually act, that is a demonstration of our heart. And so that may be the reason in this story we see so many tests happening that Joseph is placing on his brothers, is because they could act good for this one time to impress the Pharaoh, or they could act good because they felt guilty about the thing that they did in the past, and so they do the one thing good. But in a continuous and constant testing, Joseph is finding out the true value of what their heart is by how their character shines through their actions continually. So how do we apply these truths to our lives, man? Well, we want to recognize the events in our life as bringing out the attitude of our heart. I think we want to see all of the things that's going on and how we are responding to these things. And then we'll know this is how we really are. This is who we are. This is our character. And then once we know our character, I think if we know our defaults, then we can go to God and ask Him to remove those things. We can assess our lives and recognize where we fall short and where we need extra help. And then God, through His Spirit and through the church, can help build those character traits in us to look more and more like Jesus. And so take a look at yourself, man. Honestly, you got to give an honest assessment, because if you're lying to yourself, it's not going to happen. It's not going to make it anyway. So take the time, see who you are really and truly by how you've been acting in the situations that you've been placed in, and then ask God to help you in those places that we fall short. But I don't want to end on a bad note, man. Also see where you know that God has enriched you, or that you walk truly abundantly and amazingly for the glory of God, and celebrate that. Where are you doing well? Where are you doing awesome? And in those places, man, celebrate God and glorify Him in it. Hey, I appreciate you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.